This is Prodigal Finds God with part 95 from Mandy de la Parra, Seek Heavenly Things. This was posted on 5/16/2026. This is the pre-introductory second phase, part 20. God's physical calendar 1/12, God's spiritual calendar 7/12. Mandy has a side note. She says, Jesus put it in my spirit to look at when my community post started. It was 3 years ago today, 5/16/2023. The night Jesus gave me my first light show in my backyard. See the pictures below, including the signs in the heavens. You see how he speaks. Only Jesus, she says. 6/7/2025, she says added more, 5/15 and 5/16/2026. And here is the message, second phase, part 20. The 10 Commandments are not the originality of my true design. My true design for my people has to do with my original guidelines. They are suggestions of long-lasting, healthy life and relationships to show love to one another, to bring truth to one another, the true foundation that I have set forth through the longevity of long-lasting relationships, sharing a bond with one another throughout my people. It was all of my ultimate design through my format of teachings that I had originally planned for all of my people. I set all of this up with strategic guidelines from the very beginning, before any of this was ever set forth in the heavens. Before creations were even thought of, I set it all up, even before the 10 Commandments were all set up, and even before the overthrow of the opposition of the enemy was set up. You see, children, this was my plan from the very beginning, before I even knew the numbers on your head. Through my creations, before you were even born, I even set it all up for you to know what my plans were, as I wrote it all inside my heavens, using the Revelation 12 woman sign. And this is why you see Guillermina and Ralph Pass inside my heavenly signs, because it was all written in the stars, showing you who I was starting the end times with. You see, the enemy was able to twist and change all things for all of you, as he was keeping you all under the enslavement of the laws and bondage of slavery, twisting my original guidelines into a false curse of man-made words. Through the 10 Commandments, altering my original words from heaven. Through the fabrication and misinterpretation, through the lack of guidance and patience, changing my words, lacking the fruit of the Spirit, trying to take down my people through the 522 journey. And this is why you are calling Mandy an adulterer now, because I set all of this up from the very beginning, not only to show you your condemning hearts, but also to show you that you are still being trapped under the laws, still under the curse of the laws. But I also did this so I could wake you all up from the assimilation of sleep through my simulation that I, Yeshua Hamashiach, has created from the heavens. You see, I was creating a simulation in the heavens, and it was a way to wake you all up from your sleep as I move all of your spirits over to my simulation that I have created inside the heavens through the video game Assimilation that was set up through the worlds to train my people through the 522 journey, to protect my people from the enemy for the ultimate demise coming on my people. I am still the one ahead, always waiting to foil the enemy, all of his plans, as the enemy tries to destroy my people. So, surprise, this was my design for my people, and as we leave the assimilation, after you have woken up from your sleep and go into the real missions, you are going to see all of this is true. And now you will be battle ready to defeat the real evil realms set forth in realm 22. But in order to leave the assimilation and wake up from your sleep, you will have to know true salvation. my good news through getting to know my Son, Jesus Christ. Accepting Him as your Savior, knowing that He finished all sins on the cross, and knowing that through the resurrection of my Son, you will all fulfill your dream, living a full, healthy, happy life, restoring you from the original fall in heaven, as I kept all of your original spirits pure inside the first heaven. You see, all of this had to happen because your Father knew this was coming. So I set everything up from heaven as all of my people got together, and we planned for it all to come together in heaven. As I assigned roles inside the assimilation, keeping your first original spirits pure inside the first heaven, I did all of this so I could send my people off for training inside the simulation, the one that I have created inside the heavens, to get you all battle ready by making you all go through the assimilation of sleep. I designed all of this so you would recognize who the true Father is, His true character, and His love for His people, as well as recognize the false father and his character of keeping my people under guilt and condemnation through the slavery of the laws. Stick around for part 21.